have been, I'm not gonna lie, I have been overlooking him. And then when Carol messaged me yesterday and he was like, "Oh, what'd you see?" I said, "Nothing." And then he was like I've been watching his interviews and I've been listening to what he's been saying, and he looks hungry, he looks like he wants to come take care of it. So I was like, okay, cool. He switched me on a little bit and I'm gonna go do the job.
So this was Carol watching his interviews and his sort of behaviour and reporting back to you. Yep. You haven't been watching his interviews or anything like that?
No.
So that's proper woken you up now, like, okay, this is actually a test.
Yeah. A little bit. I was like I said, I was overlooking him. It's even with Ben, I was training with Ben yesterday and I was like, I don't feel one nerves for this fight at all. And it's like, that's not meant to be like that. It's like I'm meant to feel something like he is a respectable opponent. And he was like, Ben obviously was just like, oh, but it's good to be relaxed. You know, it's not good to be too relaxed, is it?
But I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. I don't know, like, before you fought in all these amateur finals, winning at the highest level, what was your feeling heading into that? Was there the nerves there?
I said to Ben, I said, like, the last time I was nervous for a fight probably would have been at the European Championships in 2019. Like, since then, it's like my kind of like mindset in going into fights. It's like I'm gonna give training my all, and whatever the outcome is, the outcome is. So I take a lot of pressure off my shoulders from that. But then yet again, you still want nerves. You still do want them. I kind of miss them.
Could they build up the closer the fight gets? You'll be out there in Riyadh. Look, you're familiar with Riyadh now as well, but such a huge show. I think he might be taller than you as well. You'll be looking up at this fella, knowing that he's hungry, he's coming to fight. Do you reckon those nerves could start kicking in, the good nerves?
Maybe, but then obviously when we get to Saudi Arabia and the nerves start kicking in, it'll be too late. You can't do any more training. Like, you're not gonna get fitter, you're not gonna get stronger, do you know what I mean? So I just gotta make sure that this camp is solid. And then, like my brother said, that it was like, don't leave no stones unturned. And then he was like, if I could go back in my boxing career and change something, I would. But that wouldn't make me the man I am today. And I want to tell you that don't leave no stones unturned. So that's what I'm going to do come December the 21st.
From following your story and your brother's story, that's always been a kind of story in terms of your brother going through things so you don't have to, learning lessons, then passing them on to you so that your life is better and easier. Tell me more about that.
No, I remember, I think it was last Christmas. It was like, I don't really know like what he was going through or whatnot, but I do remember him saying that I'll always try to do the mistake first so you don't have to. And then obviously like he's been passing down his wisdom down, and it's even like my eldest, he's always passing down his wisdom, like he's a lot older. And it's just good to have the role models, because I'm the youngest in my, obviously I've got a baby nephew now, but in like our little circle, I am the youngest. So like experience-wise, I can learn off so many different people, and I'm truly happy and grateful for that.
Good. It's been wonderful to watch. I like your relationship with your brother, your brothers. So what did you make of Demsey yesterday then? Being around him, facing off with him. I guess, did you do some of those round tables at all? Has that happened yet?
No.
No, but you talked to him at the press conference a little bit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Not too much. Like, listen, see with boxing, at the end of the day, these press conferences, this face-off, these weigh-ins and all that, they're not going to win you the fight. Like, the main thing is that I go into the ring and I win December 21st. Whatever happens before that, like I see, me personally, yeah, all that talking, raha, he said, she said, I'm not really into that stuff. Like, I feel like if someone disrespects me and then we go into a fight and then after the fight he's like, oh, like it was just to sell that. Like, I'm not really down for that. I'm like, if you're gonna say something, you gotta stand on it, and like, don't after a fight come shake my hand and say, oh, I didn't really mean that, blah, 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 blah. So, like, I showed, and I showed respect to Demsey, he showed respect back, and that's what it is. like I said with Johnny Fisher also, I don't like none of these, it's not that I don't like none of these guys because I haven't got a problem. I haven't got a problem with them. They haven't gave me a reason to not like them. But it's just like, I'm trying to do my job as being a boxer, climb the rankings and win fights. Obviously they're trying to do the same and I just want to make these big fights happen. And with Demsey McKean, he was one of the guys who was ranked above me and I just wanted to fight him. Like I said, I ain't got nothing wrong to him. I saw him this morning, I shook his hand saying, how are you, X, Y, Z. I just got to do a job. And that job is to, it's quite funny when you say about this because we're shaking hands, laughing and X, Y, Z, and then come December, I'm gonna have to knock him out, do you get what I mean? So it's quite funny. It is quite funny, but listen, I do love this sport and I do, like, when I went on a little holiday after my fight against Marius Wack and I was like, nah, I need this. I actually do need this sport. You
miss it when you're not in the gym.
Exactly.
And that hasn't always been the case, right?
It hasn't always been the case. I used to hate boxing.
When did it change? What happened? Was that?
When I had a choice. When I had a choice, it's like, what's your favourite food? Actually, sorry, it don't really matter, but let's say you like pizza.
I was going to say pizza. Good guess.
But let's say you like pizza. Would you have pizza every day? You'd get sick of it.
And I'd have multiple chins.
Exactly, and that's what it's like with boxing. It was like, I do love it, but it's like, I just had to, I didn't really have no choice. I had to do it every single day. Literally, as soon as I finished one fight, I'd box on a Saturday, I'll be back in the gym Monday. And then I kind of did get sick of it. But now, like, it's like, as soon as I box, I may have like 1 or 2 like weekends off or whatnot. And then like, I'm back in the gym and it's just like that sudden reimbursement of energy. And yeah, like I said, when I was on holiday, I was like, I can't wait to get back in the gym. Can't wait to get back in the gym.
Are you going to knock him out quicker than Filip Hrgović did?
I'm planning on to. Listen, I'm not Mystic Mac. I'm not, like, I can't predict the future or nothing.
Mystic Mo.
Mystic.
Take it.
Good. That is good. That is good. I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
I don't predict the future or nothing, but I am planning. Nobody ever really wants to go the distance. 10 rounds is half hour. Who wants to fight for half hour?
You've never done more than 6, right?
Exactly.
Is that on your mind at all? Because this is scheduled for 10. He's done distance plenty of times.
Well, every fight I've gone into, I've been prepared to go the distance. With Marius Wack, like, you should have seen my sparring. Like in the 10th round, I'm still fresh as a daisy. Not fresh as a daisy, but I was doing okay, and I was prepared. I was prepared to go to a Marius Wack fight going into 10 rounds. And then even like my brother came up to me after the fight though, and he was like, well done, mate. And then I was like, no, don't congratulate me. Like that was the job. He was like, yeah, but nobody expected you to do it like that. And then I was like, you know what? Yeah, fair enough. And Demsey McKean, hopefully it'll just be one of them ones again. But if I keep doing the unexpected, then the unexpected gets expected. Do you know what I mean? Great line,
great bars that.
Exactly.
I expect one day that you'll fight Johnny Fisher as well. Do you think so?
It's not on my side. I've asked Johnny. We've put forward the fights to Johnny Fisher. We've put forward the fights to the winner at Solomon Day. Because Adelaide, we've put the fights out to, well, Fraser Clark before obviously got beat by Fabio. Like, we've been putting fights out there, and then hope just to get a fight in return. And Demsey McKean was the one that accepted the fight, and that's who it is next. Listen, I'm not waiting on Johnny, but I feel like Johnny is improving. He is climbing the rankings. And listen, if I'm there, like at the top, when Johnny's at the top, then we'll fight one day. And if not, the fight will just never happen. But I'm not trying my hardest to make the fight happen because, like, listen, Johnny ain't really on my radar. Do you get what I mean? Like, listen, I respect the guy. I like him. I don't think he's a bad fellow. We was talking at the press conference yesterday. But it's just that he's never been the one that's kind of interested me. But if the fight presented itself, I would take it 100%. Do you know what? Apparently, the bar that he said yesterday was quite good. But I did not get it until I watched it back, you know. I was like, I'm not a Man City, I'm not AC Milan, I'm not da. but I'm a cold night away at Stoke. And I'm like, what the hell does that even mean? And then when I watched it back, I'm like, okay, that's good. But then I was like, wait a minute, that means he don't even think that he's going to win. Because Liverpool v Stoke, do you know what I mean? Like I don't know too much about football, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be back in Liverpool. So I don't even think that he thinks that he can win the fight. But listen, like I said, I have sparred Johnny before in the past. And
do you think that might have put him off the fight?
No, I don't think the fight was like... Listen, one day it could happen, one day it can't. Look at Fury Joshua, they've been fighting for how many years? Listen, maybe one day. But it's not really a fight that I'm kind of interested in, if I'll be honest.
Best of luck, December 21st. Great card to be on and wonderful to watch your rise. Congratulations so far, mate. All right.